Welcome everyone to another episode of YouTube, and this is NFL Madden Monday night, Week 14 Madden Monday Night Football, and we have Cincinnati Bengals, who's 4-8, take on Dallas Cowboys, who's 9-3 at 8:15 p.m. on Monday night at AT&T Stadium. So, if you like what you see on this content, next content, and past content, make sure to share for our like and subscribe. And this is your boy Gamer, and let's get into it.
It's Week 14 of the National Football League. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Cowboys and the Bengals on Monday Night Prime Time.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers of the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
This one fielded at the 15. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. When we had a chance to sit down with him the other day, one thing was very clear. He was not happy about having that blemish on the stat line, the interception. Now, it didn't change the outcome of the game, but it certainly prevented him from being able to really appreciate what he accomplished in last week's win. If that meeting is any indication of what we should expect, I think it's pretty safe to assume he's placing a big emphasis on protecting the ball over these next 4 quarters.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And that one incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
And as we see the quarterback take the field, Mike, I mean, think back to the game that he's coming off of. Not only did he lead his team to a win, but he broke Norm Van Brocklin's single-game passing record in the process. Now, that's a record that stood from 1951 all the way up until last week. I'm not sure we're going to see him replicate that type of success in this one, But if he's somehow able to do so, it will easily be the best two-game stretch by an NFL quarterback in league history.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's dropped off for Moss. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Cowboys offense and veteran Ezekiel Elliott making their way back out. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Second and 7.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
We'll toss here to Zeke. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That's going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. They'll run with Moss. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
11 MT.
Burrow. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Cowboys offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. In motion, Lamb. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Hey, kill! 47, 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A big connection from Dak to CD. It covers 63 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On first and 10, Prescott. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Elliott out of the backfield. It's second down.
Here we go! Waiting! Waiting! Then we're going to 53.
Hand off here to Zeke. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down. Throwing is Prescott. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Cowboys. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And as the weeks start to dwindle away here in the regular season, he's currently number 1 in the league in receptions. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he's gonna be brought down up past the 45.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A run over center with Moss. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. there to get him down. They face second down and 7.
Here we go.
They go once more with Moss. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He is in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Here's Prescott. Now for the 3rd time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense.
That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 21-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow to throw. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else. Defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Arlington.
That's it for that game. I still might because I was getting bad and I need to speed it up a little. But the final score is Bengals 38, Cowboys 31. So I will see you in the next episode with the NFL standings and NFL's updates and next week's scheduling. So, bye.